YouTube here, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction to RWBY vs. Maka, aka Team RWBY vs. Soul Eater by AnimationRewind. Now, if you haven't seen my reaction to the first episode of Season 3 of Cartoon Fight Club, which is the Super Smash Bros. Vs. PlayStation All-Stars Total War, make sure you guys go check that out. I'll leave it at the end of the video. So yeah, today we're reacting to RWBY vs. Maka. This one is about half as long as Smash Bros. PlayStation All-Stars, so we could get this in one go, but I still doubt that we won't though. Now, if you're wondering why I'm in 22 seconds of the video, I saw like an ad, not an ad, but like a sponsor link. So if you want to check that out, check the original video. But now, with all this being said and done, let's get into this. I have no clue about these two characters, so I have no clue what their stats are or what they're going to be. So with all this being said and done, let's just get into this. I'm just getting set to react to this. Make sure this is up all the way.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the second episode of Season 3. I'm your host, AnimationRewind, and if you're new to this new quality over quantity format, please check out the first episode as well as the Season 3 update video. But if you have seen those videos and know how the game is played, then let's get ready for tonight's matchup.
Tonight, we have a battle between the scythe-wielding female
Little
heroes,
G-Fresh again.
RWBY Rose and Maka Albarn.
Finally, we get a battle between two chicks. When was the last time we had a battle with two females?
Shiva versus Rainbow, Mika, Sailor Moon versus
was Yandere Chan and Kara. I believe that episode was back in March.
Wait. Did you just assume Kara's gender as a girl and not an attack helicopter? You very well just started a Salt Storm with the Undertale fandom.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let them get triggered. What's worse is that you're taking tonight's video off topic, which is doing a bigger disservice to the audience.
Ooh, snap, you're correct. What am I even doing? Let's get back on task.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, spoiler warning ahead, but let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's next round of fighters. Let's kick things off with the edgy version of Little Red Riding Hood, RWBY Rose.
Oh, they're back with the bar graph.
RWBY
right
like
there.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, come on, there's a connection. I mean, she's got the red hood and
She's
she
not
fights
strong, but
like
she's pretty
creatures
fast.
such as the Grim. There is
She's
definitely a comparison.
Average smart, she has average power, and she has good fighting skill. Not that much of good durability, but she also has pretty good agility.
Is savaged by these beasts. Because of this, society needed huntsmen and huntresses to step up to the plate and put a stop to these monsters.
And to RWBY and her older half-sister Yang. After RWBY's mom, Summer Rose, was sent into a dirt nap, RWBY and Yang took on training from their uncle Crow. Crow taught
A
RWBY
dirt
how to
nap?
become
More like a
master
death.
at wielding the scythe.
She was such a quick learner that she became a prominent student at Beacon Academy, a school designed for teaching its students how to take out the Grim.
In fact, she was so good she entered the school 2 years early. She is iconically known for wielding her signature Crescent Rose. This is the ultimate fusion of an all-purpose high-caliber sniper rifle and a large scythe.
The Crescent Rose is loaded with 4 different types of dust ammunition: fire dust, ice dust, electric dust, and gravity dust.
Fire, ice, and electric are all pretty self-explanatory, elementary range-based attacks. But the gravity dust is a unique technique in which RWBY uses her recoil to launch herself miles into the air for both aerial travel and aerial combat.
Her semblance is speed. RWBY is one of the fastest characters in the entire series, as she can move far faster than the eye can perceive. She can use her speed to create heavy wind gusts, rush attacks,
Oh guys, and I apologize if there's bad
combos.
quality into this. It's just that's just how movies in this.
Silver Eyes. This ability is still quite a mystery, but this is a legendary ability that RWBY inherited from her mother. Much like Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time, this ability needs a strong inner triggering to perform. It's not something RWBY can do whenever she feels, but if she gains the emotional sense to unleash the Silver Eyes, the power is unmatched. She froze and incapacitated a giant red dragon and severely damaged Cinder with this blast.
With all this in mind, RWBY still has her flaws. As a 16-year-old girl, she can sometimes be quite naive, and as a human, she does have clear limitations in regard to durability and physical capability.
Overall, Ruby Rose is a prodigy.
Yeah, I think with the Silver Eyes, I think that would make her win this.
While she is young and has
but we
much
started
to
learning
learn,
about Maka.
with her superhuman speed and power, she is a formidable opponent in the heat of battle. Maka originally started out as Daddy's little girl, being the prized daughter of Spirit Albarn. However, after she witnessed her father cheat on her mother, Maka became determined to follow in her mom's footsteps to become a Meister.
This is the part where Maka partners up with Soul Eater in an attempt to create a death psyche that is more powerful than that of her father.
Maka is essentially Soul's tactician. She plays the role of Brain while Soul plays Brawn. Together, they make a great duo when it comes to facing witches.
Brain and Brawn, just like Rock and Roll in the Mega Man history.
Soup stewing witches. The witches in the Soul Eater universe are much more manipulative and dangerous.
The general population of humans are extremely distrustful of witches from their previous attempts of causing destruction centuries ago.
Luckily for the general human population, they have Maka and Soul on their side, protecting them. Maka carries an anti-demon wavelength, as her soul's rhythm naturally repels evil energies.
When Soul Eater transforms into the Death Psyche, Maka can wield this psyche with great skill. She is on par with her mother
look like
and
a
is
SpongeBob
a
looking moon.
in the Death Weapon Meister Academy.
Maka possesses an extremely rare type of soul,
okay, I
which
thought it
only
was like
1 in 50 million people
like
have.
really
This
weird
is known
there.
as the Grigori Soul type. With this, she can unlock the abilities of flight.
In case you guys aren't noticing, I'm doing this in the bathroom because this is the only place I can do it. I know it's dumb, but it looks dumb, but it's the only place I can do it right now.
Capabilities of her target.
Maka is an enhanced athlete, a skilled hand-to-hand fighter, a skilled Meister, and has several degrees of armor in her arsenal.
Maka's main armor sets are the White Grigori armor and the Black Blood. The Black Blood armor is a dress reformed out of Soul Eater's Black Blood and acts as Maka's armor against attacks while allowing her to increase the speed and strength of her own attacks.
The White Grigori armor offers very similar defensive protection along with the ability of flight.
Why does that look like Naruto?
Hunt attacks such as the number 6 hunt, the letter U hunt, and the threat cut. These are serious tactical patterns of swinging the scythe, all in which Maka has mastered.
Remember, both Maka and Soul Eater are living things, and they do have limits. Maka can't carelessly whip out her scythe as if it was an intimate object. Without the assistance of Soul, her capabilities diminish greatly.
In her first duel with Krona, she not only lost, but witnessed her weapon partner badly injured. Maka also found out that Frankenstein was far out of her league and even saw his soul and became afraid of him to the point where she nearly broke down in fear. Overall, Maka is a highly skilled Meister.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the side of RWBY for this.
Together, the pair make a great duo, and while Maka is still young with much to learn, she has plenty under her belt for a teenager. While the circumstantial simulator loads up, please remember that tonight's upload was sponsored by Cradle of Empires,
That's so
which is a
cool.
free iOS and Android match-3 puzzle game. Just by downloading with that custom link down below, you can
That looks so
support
cool,
this channel
though.
to create more awesome animations just like the one you're about to see. With all this in mind, the circumstances are loaded up, so let's get ready for the
Let
fight.
the battle begin. Oh, I didn't think you were gonna say it. But that's a cool new band. Alright, I'm on the side of RWBY for this one. Wire Torch, yes. This guy is a prodigy. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Okay, there's RWBY. Jeez. What are we gonna do next? The heck, Ruby? Where's Maka? Oh. But yeah, I'm on the side of...
Hey!
Alright, I'm on the side of Ruby.
Stop killing them like that. What?
Kid, put your crazy ass gun sight whatever the fuck away. Just let us handle it.
Yeah, I apologize for the swearing on here. This ain't added by me, this is added by WireTorch.
Wait! You don't have to fight!
Why does Ruby sound like a Mabel from Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls Z. Don't talk. Oh, I was about to say, did she already get taken out? Go Ruby. Come on, Ruby, get up! I knew she was gonna get up. Ruby, look out! Silver eyes! Oh, Maka, you're done. Did she win? Ruby! Yeah! I chose right. Cause once I heard about the silver eye and that Maka needed assistance from the Soul Eater, I knew Ruby was gonna win.
Oh boy, now while Ruby does win, it is super important to mention these two things. Firstly, we decided to give the technical victory for only taking out Maka. Yes, theoretically, Soul may or may not still be around, but that doesn't matter since we wanted this fight to be looked at as a one-on-one as strictly as possible. And while in its most analytical definition, this is a two-on-one, we found it completely reasonable to end the fight once Ruby KO'd Maka, regardless of Soul status. The second thing is that this fight was such a super close call to make, especially since not only both characters are so statistically similar, which will be discussed soon, but also because Ruby is still developing as a character, while Maka is pretty much complete. But with all this in mind, if you're willing to listen, I would definitely be willing to explain why Ruby is statistically the superior combatant in this theoretical battle. Sonic!
He's the bestest thing alive. Again, Sonic and Shawnee theme song is still much better.
One of the fastest things Ruby has shown actually comes from the iconic Ruby Red trailer. In this scene, she takes out a total of 51 monsters in just 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Faster.
However, that 1 minute and 10 seconds is direct animation time, not plot time. For example, Flash moves much slower in direct animation time since it's impossible to animate faster than light speeds without making the video too blurry to understand. The point I'm trying to make is that in plot time, Ruby ended up finishing this battle much quicker. In the final stretch of battle, she fires a round of bullets and then proceeds to dash alongside the bullets. She takes out 24 of the 51 total monsters in the time it took for one bullet shell to fall and hit the floor. These monsters are roughly 8 feet high, and when the shell fell from the floor, it didn't dig through the ground as if it fell miles down. The time it takes for a metal shell like this to fall 8 feet is roughly 4/5 or 0.8 of 1 single second. We physically fought and defeated 24 monsters in 0.8 of 1 second. Let's lowball this and forget the fighting part. Just traveling this distance of 2,568 feet with a minimal semblance multiplier would put RWBY at roughly 6 times the speed of sound, and this is lowballing. Now let's compare this to Maka. Maka is arguably the fastest thing in the Soul Eater universe, meaning she can easily scale to many other characters and feats. One of the fastest feats I can find that Maka could realistically scale to is when the demon airship traveled to the moon in roughly 3 days, making the speed of this ship roughly 3,318 miles per hour. Saying Maka can travel 3,318 miles per hour is super generous, considering she completed her 100-meter dash in about 9 seconds, making her running speed peak human at 25 miles per hour. And we have seen her dodge bullets, which are twice the speed of sound, but this ship scale is even faster than dodging bullets.
Oh yeah, guys, I just wanted to clear out. I just realized that on my last reaction to this Cartoon Fight Club episode, I accidentally called Maka manga, and then once I saw like the manga style book, I just remembered it. So I just wanted to apologize for accidentally calling Maka manga. I just thought her name was manga, so I apologize. So yeah.
Roughly 4 times the speed of sound instead of 2, so I'm being nice to Maka with this scale. Overall, through scaling, RWBY is still 25% faster than Maka, as she is 1,059 miles faster than her. The edge in speed goes to RWBY. When it comes to strength, Maka can easily scale to the strength of the
They're pretty much
character,
even.
Free is strong enough to easily throw the character Mosquito through a brick wall in his 200-year form. His 200-year form is twice as heavy as his 100-year form, which he states is the weight of 100 years. This is obviously an expression, but if we lowball this, to be heavy enough to break brick just from a free fall at the height of one 20-foot pillar, you would have to weigh at least 9,000 pounds, making the 200-year form roughly 18,000 pounds, which Free can throw and Maka can scale to. RWBY was strong enough to lift the Nevermore and carry it up a mountain, then proceeded to chop its head off. Scientists say that the anatomy of a T-Rex is closest to that of a pigeon. The only reason why I bring this up is because the giant Nevermore bird is the same height of a T-Rex, and I think that as a bird, the Nevermore can also share similar anatomy to a pigeon, just like the T-Rex does, which means it is fair to say that the Nevermore should also realistically at least weigh as much as a T-Rex, making it on average 9 tons or 18,000 pounds. Overall, when it comes to strength, both RWBY and Maka share almost identical strength feats at both roughly 18,000 pounds a pair. This is pennies on the dollars at this point, but at the very least, RWBY's feat was direct and Maka's was a mutual scale. However, they both calc to roughly 18k, so strength ends up being pretty much even. You got the touch!
I don't know what was happening to my screen there for a minute. You got the power!
The power and durability category is going to be the most controversial one, especially since we don't know much about RWBY's Silver Eyes.
I don't know if this was Animation Rewind adding that effect, or if it was just my screen.
So let's go forth with this. Before power, let's start with durability. RWBY survived point-blank bullet shots and a free fall at roughly 580 feet. A fall of this impact has the power of 86,240 joules. Considering that one of the strongest jackhammers has the power of roughly 63 joules, this fall is like tanking almost 1,400 fully powered jackhammers to the face. Enough energy to destroy a suburban-sized home. Now for RWBY's own power. Her best feat does come from the Silver Eyes. Her Silver Eyes were strong enough to freeze a Grim Dragon. This can easily scale to the Grim Dragon's power, which according to Map SK is small town level with at least 1.2 kilotons of TNT. Now let's break down Maka's durability and power. With her best
I've never heard of kilotons.
Maka tanked a head-on Kishin blast. This blast created a
I wonder if it's stronger than megatons or just regular
with a blast
tons.
radius of 30.5 feet. This is very similar to the Davy Crockett bomb. They share similar core measurements of roughly 50 and 60 feet respectively. This puts Maka at multi-city block durability. Maka can easily scale to that foe she was facing during this blast, putting her own power out at a multi-city block level as well. Overall, while Maka is far more durable than RWBY with her multi multi-city block durability versus RWBY's building durability, RWBY is far more destructive with her small-town Silver Eyes versus Maka's multi-city block scale. The edge in durability goes to Maka, but the edge in destruction and power goes to RWBY.
Education, intelligence and experience.
This is a very tricky category to pick apart, mainly because this is technically a 2-on-1. Without question, Maka without Soul Eater is far, far less experienced. If Maka does not have Soul Eater by her side as her scythe, RWBY would easily wipe the floor against her. However, we can't end the conversation and judge the battle like this, because for a good stretch of the fight, these two are going to start as a pair. Maka and Soul are essentially at the top of their class. Maka being a straight-A student, and Maka and Soul have defeated foes such as Krona and Mosquito, who has over 800 years worth of experience. While Maka does fight quite a lot in teams, and almost always fights as a pair, Maka fights as a solo pair far more often than RWBY fights completely on her own. RWBY almost always fights with either Team RWBY or Team RNJR. I will count Maka's duo experience as solo experience, since technically she is the tactician. Because of this, I'm going to give a considerable, not a huge, but a considerable intelligence and experience edge to Maka Albarn.
Final verdict. It's the final countdown.
All in all, this is a super close battle. RWBY holds 2 edges over Maka, being speed and power, and Maka holds a durability and intelligence edge. They both have equal strength. They are split 2 ways with 1 tie in strength. The best way to pick a winner at this point is to look at the edges each character holds over each other and see who has the wider gaps.
RWBY, Maka,
If we look at the
Maka.
orange circle on this blast chart, we can see that Maka's durability edge is roughly 4 times larger than RWBY's building level durability. It's tough to put a number on experience and intelligence, but at the very least, 2 heads are smarter than 1, so I would say at least Team Maka is twice as smart as RWBY. And if you think about it, saying Maka has twice the experience and intelligence as RWBY is a comfortable edge. It's being very nice to Maka, considering how skilled RWBY is. RWBY is 25% faster than Maka, and RWBY's power is small town level, which is roughly 15 square miles worth, or roughly 200 times larger than a city block. Maka has multi-city block power at roughly 4 blocks, making RWBY roughly 50 times more powerful. So when comparing these gaps, RWBY's edges in speed and power are wider than Maka's edges in durability and intelligence. This means that a hit from the Silver Eyes blast should be more than enough to take Maka out. Due to the black blood equipped on the Team Maka duo, the Silver Eyes can affect him, considering black blood is created through black magic for evil intent and having madness causing properties. While Maka and Soul are evil, the black blood is intended to do so, meaning on an elemental level, the Silver Eyes should elementally have a super effective effect on this black blood that these two possess. Take Black Spider-Man, for example. Peter Parker isn't technically evil, but the black symbiote is, which means loud vibrating sounds would still affect this black Spider-Man just as much as it would affect Venom. RWBY, Silver Eyes
they're different characters.
blood, regardless of who has this black blood, making the winner of this battle RWBY Rose. Now, if you want to see a pre-time skip rematch, all you have to do is like
a pre-time skip.
If this video gets 15,000 likes, there will be a rematch.
I don't know what that's supposed to be, but
don't forget to comment down your own ideas, and don't forget to.
If you guys want that to happen, go to the description, go to the original video, and click like. If you want that rematch to happen, don't like my video. I mean, you can if, I would like you to, but if you want to have this rematch happen, go to the original video and click like and get that to happen. Me, I'm not really interested in it, but if you guys want to, you can go ahead and do it.
Stay tuned as I reveal the next fighters for next Saturday,
August 19th.
Next Saturday on Cartoon Fight Club.
Okay. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Versus, this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Bat Family. Nice!
That's right, people. We have a 4-on-4 between the Bat Family and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. Next up is the Bat Family versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was a really good battle. I ain't gonna lie, it was actually pretty cool. Kirby vs. Mega Man, that's another bonus episode to check out soon. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now, I want to tell you guys something before I end the video. Oh god, that looks creepy. So after I get this fully up, I'm gonna work on my reaction to Maka and Ernie 76's favorite Sonic Boom episodes part 4, and then after I upload that, I'm gonna take a break from reactions aside from the Cartoon Fight Club episodes until next September because I want to get more variety back into my videos aside from just doing reactions because all month I've been doing just main reactions. So yeah. So next up is the Bat Family versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. To be honest with you guys, I'm actually on the side of the Bat Family because I think that the Bat Family has a much more, like, it depends on, like, what the circumstance is. If there's prep time, it's no contest. But if there's no prep time, it is a contest. So, if there's no prep time, if there's not any prep time, I would say that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would win. But if there is prep time, then the Bat Family would obviously win. So it depends on the circumstance. I don't know. We'll just have to wait till next Saturday. Unless you guys are Patreon supporters. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos, leave a like on this video. If you dislike this video, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I might be able to address your problem. Also, guys, let me know down in the comments below for question of the day. Who do you like more between RWBY and Maka? I really don't like any of these characters, but if I had to pick, I'd probably go for RWBY since they're part of Team RWBY and all that. So yeah, this next battle is going to be hype. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys that are hyped for Bat Family vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you haven't checked out Leonardo vs. Robin, which is episode 68, make sure you guys go check that out, and then come back here next Saturday for me reacting to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Bat Family. And also, guys, if you're add-on new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to become part of the YouTuber squad, and make sure you hit the bell to be notified when I upload another video. And also, guys, make sure you check me out on Facebook and Google+. I am active on those sites. And also, guys, I just want to let you all know that I'm now on Twitter, but I'm not going to be active on Twitter that much. I mean, I might tweet like every now and then. However, guys, do you guys remember the original Teen Titans, like the old and edgy one, not the annoying Go one? Because if so, there are 3 ways you can have them return. One, you can have them return by watching their like reruns on 6 to 7 a.m. on the weekdays. 2, tweet hashtag bring back Teen Titans on Twitter, or 3, sign a petition for on Cartoon Network. Anyways, guys, thank you for YouTube squad and new comments for watching this video. I'm gonna go get these clips added, and yeah. So stay tuned next Saturday for the Bat Family versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and for my reaction to Maka and Ernie 76's favorite Sonic Boom episodes today. But until then, guys, we YouTuber out, y'all. Peace on. Do people still even dab anymore? I probably shouldn't just dab anymore. I apologize for doing the outdated.